Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Hope you're all doing well. Just a little video here. I'm just on my freighter. I'm gonna show you quickly how to send out your frigates on an expedition. So the first thing you have to do is recruit some frigates. Hopefully you have some. You can do that by just flying around, and when you're flying in space, you'll see other frigates warp in, and if there's a little communication or a little green communication icon near the frigate, it will, when you fly near to it, it will hail you and ask you if you need them to join your fleet. And you can look at their stats, and if you like it and you have enough money, you can ask them to join. And don't worry if they're C class or A class or S class. Of course, S class is going to cost more than the other classes, but they will level up, so that you don't really have to worry about that, and you'll always be offered that. The next thing you have to do, tritium from an asteroid belt. Make sure you have that before you select an expedition, which I'm going to show you how to do shortly, and select your frigates for that expedition. Otherwise, you'll have to go back and do the process again. Okay, so you talk to this guy here. So basically, that's how you warp in from your hangar bay. There's your admiral or captain. I just call him Captain Nugs. I'm on a Gek ship because I am Gek. I don't know why we all have 4 eyes. That's kind of unique. But anyway, now you talk to your navigator. He's going to say, trade expeditions are the best expedition, traveler friend. But I hope all routes I chart will bring you happiness. So yeah, you can make money this way. You can get upgrades for everything. So you take a look. The more stars, the longer they're going to be. The further you're going to have to go, and the longer it's going to have to take. So I'm just going to choose this one at the bottom because it has 2 stars and it covers 3,598 light years. It'll take 18 hours real time, and I'm fine with that. But there's balanced ones, there's combat, there's mixed, there's industrial, depending on the kind of frigates. So when you recruit frigates, make sure you have a mix. At the beginning, you can just start out and get maybe 1 combat frigate. You can assign a maximum of 5 frigates per expedition. So yeah, So focus on one type at first. Then you'll make sure that your expedition team or your frigate group or fleet will have the best chance to successfully complete it. So I have some trade ships, so I'm going to do that. I think I have 25 or 30 of them. Something including 1 living frigate. I think you can get up to 4 or 5 if you do it right, but that's another video. So assign ship, you click to here. It says the difficult rating. You can see it's 2 stars. It goes all the way up to 5. Then it will show you all the frigates that you have available. You can send out multiple expeditions at the same time. You just have to have basically a command sender for each expedition you want to send out. So for each group of 5. So if you have 25 frigates, all specializing in different things, and you want to send them all at once, you're going to need 5 expedition command senders to actually do that. So just start off at 1. We are going on a trade one, so I'm just gonna, generally you want your frigates according to, you can see over here, that's the trade symbol there. Then there's industrial or mining. That combat is the gun and the star is expedition. You want those to be generally over 20. You want the total of your 5 frigates when they're added together for a particular kind of expedition to be close to or over 100. So this one's a little bit more expensive one that I assigned, but he's a trade galleon. As you can see, he's 5 stars and he's an S class. So I'm going to select him. So he's assigned, and when you assign it, he's going to be highlighted up in here too in the background. Support will generally, they're kind of well rounded, but they'll also, when I choose a support ship, people say they're useless, but they're kind of not, because it can actually, if you choose the right one, it'll decrease the amount of fuel and or time it will take to complete an expedition. So I usually kind of throw in one in there, maybe. We can do that. Let's just take a look. So that's assigned. Then those are all that I have. Industrial and combat. I don't know if I'm really getting into that, but you can see the total of your expedition fleet. Ships assigned 2 of 5. So you can just go over here and it goes from S class down to C class. But as you can see, even the C class, this guy here has 22 for trade. So I'm going to choose him. There's another one, because these guys will also level up with experience. So it's best when you recruit, make sure it's around 20. If it's over 20 for a particular specialty of expedition, I usually choose them. And like you can see here, these are both over 20 and they're C class, so they're fine. So I'm going to choose that and that. So now it says 4 of 5. I usually throw in a living frigate or a combat frigate just to protect them a little bit. Sometimes I don't go with the support. I'll just throw in a combat instead, just to protect them a little, because they will encounter some danger. If you go here, see my best combat has 23 there. Also has 8 in trade, which is not too bad. And those are generally corvettes. And as you hover over, you can see they're highlighted. You see, so here is trade one. There's that one there. This one is my organic. You can see them in the background. It's highlighted, top left. And you can actually specialize your organic ships depending on what they're fed. If you feed them different things, different minerals or different kind of food, their stats will change and they will specialize. So, and then you can kind of remember that or write it down. Okay, if I feed this frigate this, then it will specialize for combat. If I feed it this, then it will specialize for trade or industry or exploration. So each living frigate is kind of unique, so they're not all generic. Just because you feed one living frigate one thing and it specializes in trade doesn't mean if you feed that frigate another living frigate that same food, it might not specialize in that. It might specialize in combat. They're each kind of individual that way and random. So he's industrial and we're not doing that, so I'm going to leave him at home. I think it's, so we're looking for one more trade. I just take a quick look here. I think I have a 17 there that needs, he's pretty low level. He's just a baby basically with no experience. The crew has no experience, the ship has no experience, but the rating's quite high. So I'm gonna assign that one there 17. And now if you look, the fleet rating is 5 stars. It's at 98. So required fuel is 500 tons of fuel. You have to have that ready beforehand. If you don't, it's not going to let you launch the expedition. And as long as your fleet rating is 4 or 5, you should be a-okay. So then you launch it. They all take off. And then if you go up here, this is what I'm talking about. You need a fleet command station to launch an expedition. If you want to launch another expedition, because I have more ships, I would need another fleet command station to do that. But it will show you the progress. If you log in there, it's showing you, okay, so you're logged in, shows you the ships that you send it. You're going to talk to the fleet, speak with commander, or you can abort it, or you can just leave and let them be. If I want to speak to the commander, he's going to say, hey, what are you talking? We just left, dude, obviously, so there's nothing to update. It'll tell you how much is left. So it says 17 hours, 27 minutes, 34 seconds. How far it's gone, they've gone 240 light years. Everything's a-okay, so you don't have to worry. So stop bothering us. I'm like, okay, dude, I'll stop bothering you. So if you want to manage your fleet, you go here. Now if you go to manage fleet, you can take a look there, and it shows you all your frigates. When you hover over, it highlights the frigate, as you can see. So here's my freighter here, and these are all the frigates I have. Yeah, you can dismiss them. You can, just to check, you can highlight them. So if I look at this guy, it's an industrial specialist. He is not assigned, so he's just waiting for an assignment, but he has plus 15 industry. So if you look at his industrial score, it's 32. So that's part of that. Trading, plus 3. Expert navigator, -2% expedition duration. So it's going to be a little shorter. Asteroid vaporizer gives plus 6 industry as well. So this guy is A class and has really good industrial score. Here's the next one. Plus 3 trading, plus 2 combat, plus 15 combat. So he's a corvette for combat missions. And he has bonuses for that. And some of them have negatives. There you go. There's a -1. Thirsty crew. So it's plus 1 cost per warp. Because they like drinking. Okay, so there's plus 2 industry. Exploration plus 3. Industry plus 15. Because he's a mining or industry special. You can change the name up there as well. So that's about it for the frigates there. So I'm gonna have to wait 17.5 hours, and then when they're back, you just go back here to the fleet command station, and it will give you an update when you log in after the duration of the expedition's done. It's going to give you a debriefing and tell you all the things that they've gained. It's going to be, you're going to gain some minerals, you're going to gain a bunch of money. This is how you can get freighter augmentation to increase your storage on your freighter, frigate modules as well to upgrade them. Those are bonuses at times, but mostly it's just stuff that you can take and then sell. Thanks so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel. Give a like, give a comment. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll make a video about it. Stay fantastic, and we'll see you in the galaxies and universe of No Man's Sky. Take care.